Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Carmelo Anthony.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
So the Nets starting five. Jefferson is out there with Martin. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Jerry Stackhouse. And it's Kidd in at the point guard. And for the Longhorns, we've got Chamberlain. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Johnson, and it's Houston at the two-guard spot. So Brooklyn will get the first possession. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player-involved movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Here's Johnson. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Good on the shot. Kidd's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Nets.
Kidd will take whatever you give him out there now. Very opportunistic as a shooter.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Stackhouse. Following the basket by LeBron James. 6 on the shot clock. Stackhouse will not go. This is off the front eye. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Longhorns. And they are on an incredible streak right now. 20 wins in a row. Amazing.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history. When you talk about winning streaks, I mean, these kind of streaks did not happen often. And there's a lot going right for this group right now.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And here is Kidd, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Drummond sets the screen for Jefferson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And here is Jefferson, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Kidd, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Here's Kidd, following the basket by LeBron James. Outside for Martin. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Austin, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Chamberlain a screen to the inside. Plays it up and banks it in.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now here's Jefferson. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Kidd. And it's Drummond with the jam.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Longhorns. Van Horn, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Anderson comes in for Richard Jefferson. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stackhouse outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Anthony. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Yeah, you can't really have any qualms with Jerry Stackhouse's energy. I mean, he plays with a lot of intensity, which is contagious for his team, and sometimes that can be a difference maker out there.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's James. He had 28 points in the win against New York. Jordan the screen. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And Anderson kicks to Drummond. Kidd passes to Anderson. No good on the 3. Austin leading by 3. Here's James. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. LeBron's got 13.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Anderson, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Oh, nice shot from Anderson. Saw the window and took it.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Austin. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Longhorns shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for your Longhorns, Kevin.
And that one falls for Johnson.
You know, Johnson is a superb scorer, an effective combo guard who can get it going in a hurry.
Smith checked in for Austin. Stojakovic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Drummond. Jefferson comes in for Jerry Stackhouse. And George is subbed in for Jason Kidd. Nets trail by 5. 43 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside Jefferson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And that athleticism of Jefferson can be difficult to guard against, which is why he gets fouled.
And that one falls for Jefferson. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And so he hits both. Here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. That's good for George on the assist by Jefferson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And the dunk by Jordan.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Anderson outside. There's the pick. Outside, George over Houston. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Austin. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Austin.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
So for Austin, their last game a win against New York. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Anderson. Jefferson out there with Van Horn. Then it's George, and it's Wolf at the center, locking down the middle. Here is Anderson. Austin knocking down that triple moments ago. Jefferson. It's hauled in by Stojakovic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down, and he is that open.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Clark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome. Jefferson can bounce now, and he's strong, capable of some ferocious throwdowns.
Stolen by George, and here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Up it goes, and the Austin lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Jefferson.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Outside, Stojakovic. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Jefferson gets the bucket.
Oh, that's terrific work on the inside from Jefferson, showing how comfortable he's become operating down low.
That bucket in no time at all. Stojakovic has got the lead up to 9 now for Austin.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
In the corner, George with it. Down low, just 5 on the clock. Claxton finds Jefferson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jefferson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Chamberlain's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. James comes in for Josh Smith. Anthony's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. Rajon Rondo's subbed in for Johnson. And then for Brooklyn, Martin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Jerry Stackhouse is subbed in for Keontae George. Now here's Anderson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A nice shot by Van Horn.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Houston. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Back to James. James with a powerful jam.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
Nets trail by 8. Anderson outside. Chamberlain with the block. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Jefferson.
Here's Stackhouse. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now LeBron. What a thing of beauty from James.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Nets. Trailing here by 8. Stackhouse outside. In the corner, it's Martin. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse. Martin's got 6.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
James with it. He's got 17. Strong inside. What a move by James.
A reliable option he's been tonight. It's their safety valve for sure.
Outside Jefferson. Back to Anderson. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Stackhouse. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now James. Chamberlain a screen. James dishes to Chamberlain. They double team Chamberlain. Just 3 to shoot from deep. James and Stackhouse pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Martin with the screen for Jefferson. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness on the floor, the insane reach. One of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
The Nets making a switch here. Kids checked in. And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. This is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And you know, for the Longhorns, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Up it goes, and the Austin lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Stackhouse.
Stackhouse locked and loaded on the catch. Almost automatic.
Jordan inside. He's against Martin. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
Well, you've got to love the shot selection lately. I mean, this team, the ball is finding the open man.
Nets trail by 5. Right side kid. And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now here's Kidd. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. That one good for 2. Kidd's got his second bucket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Brooklyn has possession after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Pass to Anderson. The Nets working the ball around now. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Kidd.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Johnson. Good D by Anderson.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
And here is Kidd. Martin with the screen for Kidd. He takes it in to the right side. And out of bounds, the Longhorns will take it. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. You take a look at the Nets. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
And right now for Brooklyn, they're on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. They need to put it all together in these last couple weeks, and they'll be happy with a spot in the play-in tournament at this point.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Andre Drummond comes in for Van Horn. And Jefferson subbed in for Anderson.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And the word is out on Josh Smith being a gifted dunker. But that really speaks to his overall athleticism. He can run, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the best of you.
No good on the second free throw. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Three-pointer, Kidd cans it from downtown. Kidd's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So the concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
Johnson kicks to Anthony. Jordan with a screen on Jefferson. And here's Anthony for 3. A rebound by Kidd.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Stackhouse, the pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Longhorns lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second. Half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Austin has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Houston at the 2. And for Brooklyn, they've got Jefferson. Andre Drummond is out there with Martin. Then there's Kidd, and it's Stackhouse in at the 2 spot. Now here's Kidd, 6 to shoot. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And for Austin, they've got LeBron James, also Chamberlain out there. Johnson is out there with Anthony, and it's Houston at the shooting guard position.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And here's Martin, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Stackhouse. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Martin with the block.
Got to be careful around Martin. Kenyon Martin's athleticism allows him to send shots in reverse with force.
Jefferson setting the pick for Martin. Outside Kidd. And it's Austin with the rebound.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Chamberlain, the pass to LeBron, and James throws it down.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout.
Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The 2K leaderboard shows us who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. Jason Kidd, 3rd.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Martin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And Martin seems to have his game face on all the time. Plays with a lot of ferocity. A high-flying forward who gets after it on defense.
3 shots. 3 shots.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second. And he nails the 3rd. Austin leading by 4. Johnson inside. He's covered by Kidd. Chamberlain with a screen on Jefferson. And Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Chamberlain got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jefferson kicks to Martin. Clock at 6. from 20 feet out. And it's Austin with the rebound. Chamberlain got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's LeBron, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Nets trail by 6. Outside Jefferson. Stackhouse outside. In the corner, it's Martin. That 3 off the mark.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Johnson, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Stackhouse. He's got 11. It's Jefferson high post. Johnson on him. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Austin. We've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Nets trail by 10. Stackhouse outside. From the arc. And it's Austin with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Chamberlain, and he banks in the layup. And now it's a 12-point Austin lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Kidd passes to Stackhouse. Good, and the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 3 assists now in this one.
You're playing around with fire anytime you let Stackhouse get this close now. He's a potent offensive scorer.
And Austin calls their first timeout of the game. So Austin ends up going with a new group. Van Horn, he's checked in for the Nets. The Longhorns with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. 3-pointers, Stojakovic, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Stackhouse kicks to Kidd. Pass to Jefferson. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Van Horn. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Now, here is Stojakovic. Basket, good. Stojakovic has got 16 points.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Pass to Stackhouse. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes.
Van Horn, the pass to Stackhouse. Just 5 to shoot. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Got to do more than this to slow down Stackhouse now. He doesn't let tight defense bother him.
Levine gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Jefferson. He's got 15. Kidd, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Throws it from outside.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And Jerry Stackhouse picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Drummond. George comes in for Stackhouse. And it's Anderson in for Jason Kidd.
Next foul. Keith Van Horn. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Levine. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Keontae George picks one up.
And that's a smart play from Levine. He understands how to get the defender in the air.
For Austin, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And the word is they challenged each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
And you talk about the impressive resume of Zach LaVine. Multiple All-Star appearances, multiple dunk contest victories. This is a very talented wing player.
And so Levine nails both of them. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now Anderson. Outside Jefferson. Will it go? Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Stojakovic. Longhorns leading by 21. There's the three. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Stojakovic has got 22 points.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
And here's George for 3. And so it's Austin, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team. Basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Martin is out there with Van Horn. Then there's Stackhouse. Then it's George, and it's Anderson in at the 1. Stackhouse, good. Stackhouse has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Levine kicks to Rondo. Stojakovic with the 3. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Shoots over Jordan. A nice shot by George.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at it.
Shots good by Stojakovic.
Boy, the points really accumulating from three-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better.
Martin, the pass to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Longhorns leading by 23. Rondo finds Levine. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Van Horn. Inside, here's Anderson, and the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
The Nets shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here is Anderson. Outside, George. Here's Stackhouse. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Rondo kicks to Stojakovic. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Stackhouse buries it down low. Stackhouse has got 19 points.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
And I'll call the Longhorns. Andre Drummond's checked in for Brooklyn. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The drive by LeBron. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Stackhouse. Jason Kidd is subbed in for Keontae George. And James drills them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
To the paint, here's Chamberlain, and that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. For Peja Stojakovic. And a change for the Nets. George is checked in. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Anderson passes to Drummond. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row ain't close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. From the wing, offensive rebound. Chamberlain with the block. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Van Horn, he's checked in for Kenyon Martin.
Number 44, Keith Van Horn.
Here's Van Horn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Chamberlain got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the Nets with possession here. The Longhorns getting their last shot to go. Drummond dishes to Jefferson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Longhorns.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Martin's checked in for Brooklyn. Stackhouse comes in for Keontae George.
And the athleticism Jefferson possesses, really impressive. A rangy forward who plays with intensity on both ends. And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Here's Stackhouse. Austin making their last shot, and that one drops. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Longhorns. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. James, the pass to Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Martin with a screen on Johnson. Here's Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Anthony in the corner. That's the free fly. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And he's good on the first of 3.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
He hits the second from the line. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Now here's Jefferson. Let's go. Houston pulls it in.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Shots good by Anthony.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Now here is Martin. Sinks the 15-footer.
You can tell Martin has a willingness to want to expand his range and, quite honestly, looking real confident with the mid-range jump shot.
The shot's good. James has got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Now here is Martin. Over LeBron. Martin with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Austin.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jefferson. Pass to Drummond. LeBron against Martin. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Out to the wing. Here's Houston. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
So no problem for the Longhorns as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.